This is a huge episode for Arrow fans and for Flash fans. How does it feel that everyone's going to finally see Flash?
It's just amazing. You know, we're so proud of these episodes, and they're so much fun, and they're bigger than our normal episodes, and yet they feel like episodes of Arrow, and we just were really excited for the fans to get to meet Grant in this new role and to enjoy the ride.
And you told me before that Steven was the first one to audition for Arrow, and Grant was the first to audition for Flash. What the heck?
You know, when you have that person and they walk in and like suddenly, you know, in the same way with Steven, how everyone else who auditioned after him wasn't competing for the part, they were competing against Steven. It was the same thing with Grant. Like Greg has said in previous interviews, like if it wasn't Grant, we might not have done it.
So Grant, for you, after the audition, when you walked out, were you like, I totally nailed it?
I was like really excited, but a little apprehensive at the same time because I'm young and everything. They had to convince me at first that I was the right guy for the part. I mean, I walked out of my first audition kind of like, what just happened kind of thing.
Yeah.
But once I saw how excited they were about me, I was 1,000 times more excited.
So you have to definitely do some training physically for this role, but did you also have to do some research as far as the science aspect of things?
If I'm ever reading a script, no matter what it is, if there's a word I don't know or something I don't understand, I'm gonna look it up and find out what it means. Thankfully, too, with the whole medical side, my mom's a doctor, and I was kind of like calling, because there were holes with like just things that I should have, not holes, but things that that Barry would know.
Underwritten, would you say?
Things that Barry would know that I wouldn't necessarily know. So she's kind of telling me in that scene where we're working on Oliver.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like what else could have been wrong with him as I'm like checking things off my list. She's like, well, it could have been this, and it could have been this, and it could have been this. And
and I think the mark of any true nerd is getting themselves branded with something really nerdy. I have an Elvish tattoo.
Nice.
I heard that you have a pretty cool tattoo.
Yeah, it says Superman, I love him.
What's the story behind that?
When I was a kid, I was a huge Superman fan, and also really into like drawing and coloring. I was like 4 or 5, and so my mom used to draw him for me, Superman, and I would color that in, so that's why it's her handwriting. And this was also a line in my first professional job.
So you were meant to work for DC?
I guess so, yeah.
I'm getting a tattoo that says Grant Gustin. I love him.
Yeah.
So
Okay, cool.
it's just, I just need your mom to.
I think that we could
get
probably easily find
happen,
some people out there who already have that tattoo, I would bet.
Hopefully not.
Probably.
Hopefully not.